make sense? Cool. Alright, shoulder issues, this is the last thing. So, there's always gonna be moments where we have to reach overhead for some reason or other, whether it's reaching to grab something out of the cupboard, or whether it's, with your fishing pole.
Holding up my pole.
Whatever it might be, if you're casting a fishing pole, but there's always gonna be situations where we need to be able to do that. And having stable scapula is gonna be important, having strong deltoids is gonna be important, having strong traps is gonna be important. So if you're having issues, if you're having any shoulder issues, and we don't want to go overhead, because that's something that we're still gonna need those muscles, we want you to get back to that point. There's simple things that we can do in order to make sure that you still develop those muscles, but do not put yourself through any more pain. Like I have a friend of my father-in-law, he's one of those people that'll go, yeah, it really hurts when I do this. Stop doing that then, don't do it, just tell me about it. So it's the same when you guys come in here, if there's something that's giving you trouble, do not do that. If it's causing pain, now there's a difference between soreness and pain. You guys know the difference between that, right? At this stage, you know what soreness is and you know what pain is. If it's something that makes you go, oh, or if you have to change, so if you're pressing overhead and you have to change the angle to get there, that can sometimes be that's a good indication that that's actual pain. So, say if we're doing something to where it's 2 dumbbells overhead at the same time, it might not, you might be one of those, you press one goes perfectly overhead and one goes out in front, because you don't have as much stability on that side. So I would always encourage you in that situation, press one, press the other one. Because a lot of times if we're trying to stabilize both at the same time, the body will not allow it. But if we are only stabilizing one at a time, the body will adjust accordingly, and you'll be able to still get that range of motion. May not be able to move as much weight, but that's okay. We're still getting you through that range of motion. If you're not able to go overhead, simple things, so light dumbbells here, okay? So these are simple adjustments that you can make for yourself. We don't want the elbows going higher than the shoulders. We're just coming to parallel, and then we can do all sorts. You can go out here, you can go out in like a Y position, you can go out straight out in front, you can do different positions at the same time, but we do not wanna go overhead, but you can still put your joint through a range of motion to develop those muscles in order to still get you the results that you're looking for, and give you that, teach your body how to be stable through that specific range of motion. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So it's the same when we go for, when it comes to squats. Same idea. It's only gonna be as much as your body will allow. So I'll have you guys follow me on this one. So we're gonna set your feet as if you're about to squat, whatever feels comfortable for you. Then you're gonna go ahead and go into the squat. Get in as deep as you can. So a lot of times when people everybody says, well, you're supposed to get to this specific depth for a squat. You're supposed to go ass to grass. Everybody's different. We all have, like, even the where the femur sits in the hip, both of those capsules are different. Like, we don't even have the same capsules in our own body. So for me to expect yours to be the same is crazy talk. So, and then you have to think about leg length. So Carrie's legs are longer than our torso, so your squat is just gonna look different. So people are like, wow, that's not a good squat. It's like, it is a good squat. It's a perfectly good squat. It's just your legs are different lengths. So what some people expect a perfect squat to look like is not realistic. So let's do 5 squats here. Let's see how low you can get into your squat. Nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna have you guys put one foot in front, one behind. So this is funnily enough, called an 80-20 squat. So 80% of the weight is on your left leg, 20% is on your right leg. I want you to sit down as low as you can.
Sit and hold or pulse?
You can just get down there and come right back up. 80% is on the front leg, 20% is on the back leg. Are you getting deeper this way than you were the other way? So 80% on that front leg here. Yep, there you go. You guys feel like you're getting deeper? Go ahead, switch sides. So just minimal weight on that back leg, so go, bring your back foot forward there, so you're going heel to toe. Yep, and then just dropping in as low as you can. So again, same thing as overhead, when we're going overhead one at a time, you'll be able to get better range of motion. It's the same with this, so it's those 80-20 squats, so if you're having trouble, like I know you have trouble with your left knee, so doing these alternating or doing it individually, would definitely help with that, because when you squat normally, your body shifts to the right automatically. It's just the natural thing, because it wants to protect the knee. So if you do those individually and separately, it's gonna allow your joints to go through a bigger range of motion, without the compensation. That make sense?
Yeah.
So there's always gonna be things that we can do to get better results out of the movements that we're doing, ask questions. If you guys have heard me before, we love questions. People that engage are the ones that get the results. So if there's something that's not working for you, ask for something new. But this is kind of just to give you guys an idea of some of the things that we can do to increase your range of motion without compromising your form. Make sense? Cool. Did you guys learn anything tonight?
Yes.
One thing? Give me one thing that you learned tonight.
The importance of stretching and the different format of stretching versus
Okay.
static.
Cool.
I've been questioning, cause you're talking about stability and forgot the other word, but
Yeah.
I get it in my head.
Yeah, mobility and
I
stability.
I always have issues with my thumb joint, but they can't find anything wrong with it, and it swells when I work out.
Okay.
But I injured my shoulder a while back, so
Yeah.
I'm wondering, maybe that's why.
Could very well be.
Yeah.
So if we work,
Arthritis anywhere?
Huh?
Do you have arthritis anywhere?
No, I mean,
No.
it only hurts when like I can do push-ups and stuff with it, but we did a crab thing the other day,
No.
and I couldn't even, it was painful.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have a high tolerance for pain, but yeah, that really got me.
so yeah, we'll go over those exercises before you head out, and as you start to get that stability, my guess is
That's what I'm
that
wondering.
pain will go away.
Yeah.
The body is a little mysterious in that way.
For me, weight selection, having a sense of just not randomly guessing and kind of having what was it, RP,
The
or perceived,
rate of perceived exertion.
RPE, I decided,
Yep,
yeah.
there
rate
you
of
go.
Perceived exertion,
Yep. And you guys don't have to remember, I just think scale 1 to 10, how hard was that?
Yeah.
Thank you. What you got?
I should be doing heavier weights.
You could be doing heavier weights.
It could be.
There you go. What do you think?
I knew everything, okay? I'm just going along with it.
I know all of the things. You got one thing, Swan, you gotta give me one thing.
Well, I like the fact that I could be doing my squats like this.
Yeah.
I never really thought of it before.
Yeah. There you go.
Now I know.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for coming in. If do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions?
Can we get a, like a sheet with those, the stretches? Cause
Yeah.
like, I'm always at class at least 10 minutes early and
Yeah.
I'm just standing there,
Yeah, for sure.
like I should be doing that instead.
Yeah, I'll make a little video so you guys can learn it for yourself. Once you go through it a couple of times, you're like, oh, okay, I know what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, I can do that for you guys for sure. Anything else?
Yeah, and maybe we'll take a picture of that, but maybe you can include it in your video, I guess.
Yeah, I'll should be all, I don't know if you'll be able to hear us all in it, but we'll, I can put something together for sure.
Sleep in.
You good?
Alright, thanks.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out, appreciate it. Thank you.
Like today, sleep in tomorrow.
Tim? No?
It's up, it's on right.
Oh, is it on there? Happy days. Nice.
It's a good bargain.
Thanks. Oh, okay.
Because it's not like, oh, live.
Gotcha.
Well, I think it was a question since you have to set up like a store and then like.
Oh, okay.
So, but I can show it to you.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
Hey, Mike, what were you showing us, that what you just showed us at the end?
So,
Description.
yeah, so I'll give you a couple of the exercises. So when you come in, come into one of these bins and grab a band.